There we go. Sorry, those people coming onto the video right now. I just missed the start, but just the usual warm-up. Anybody who's doing this at a later time. So we have got 50-10, 50 seconds on, 10 seconds rest. 2 exercises, 1 without the weights, 1 with the weights. Let's go stretch out here nicely. And 2 rounds of each, 2-set exercise. So nice and simple, 4 minutes in each round. And then we've got 7, so we've got quite a lot going on. And then we've got our strength work at the end, which is all oblique abdominal focus today. Bring your feet hip width apart, down and big shoulder circle. Yeah. Good, 1 more with a backward circle, and then squat and forward circle. Sasha, I have seen Claire Devine's video. Oh my gosh. I'm like, Claire, how am I going to compete with that? There is just no way. Come lunge. She is the performer. She looks phenomenal. Big lunge. Oh well, I'm gonna get my thinking cap on. The mothers have said they'll help me. I gotta record this thing. I'm all right with the handstands and things. I can definitely do that. Go diagonal lunge. That's not a problem. Just the outfit needs to be a lot better. 2 more. Scouring the charity shops I will be. Good. Come stretch out to the diagonal. And we'll do a quick few inchworms. So let's roll down through the spine. Oh, lovely stretching the spine. Walk forward, do a couple of tricep press-ups. Elbows in. And then walk back. Roll up. And let's do that again. Roll down. Let your back arch come forwards. 2 tricep press-ups. Let's do a side plank each side. Work up obliques. We've got these later. And lunge, big lunge, hip opener, a few circles, other side, few circles, and then roll back up, curl back through. Let's just quickly finish opening the hips, and then we're ready to go. So you'll need your weights for the second exercise on each block, yeah? The first 2 exercises, we're going to imagine that we're doing a triangle in yoga. So we're going to lean onto one leg, bend the leg, and then from here we're going to lift, tap, without the weights. So this leg is going to remain bent. We're going to lift and tap. Then we're going to grab the weights and do our bent over pull. Yeah, so the same angle. So obviously we'll do one side and then we'll do the other side. 50 seconds on without the weights first. I'm going to go right leg first. I'll mirror image, go right leg. So ready, steady, go. So we're going to bend, lift. Leaning over, a little bend in that back leg as well to push off, straighten. Outside hip working, inner thigh working here, and waistline, tip it in, go on, squeeze, overloading into this front thigh as well. You've got a lot going on in this move, but it's a good wake up move. You've got the whole body near enough, especially when you get the weights, and grab the weights in. So stabilize them with the abs, squeeze, pull in, that's it. 50 seconds to keep going nice and strong. Not so much about speed, but you definitely are pushing, not so slow. Make sure your foot's turned out on that diagonal. Okay, grab your weights. So opposite arm up, other arm down, same feet angle, and then tip. Obviously no lift, just a tip now, and lift up. Feel that waistline, the core kicking in. Breathe out on the way back up. You move back a bit. So I'm keeping this arm up. If it's too much for anyone, you could always bend it, of course. Always that option, or take a little breather. Try and keep the spine nice and long. Taking the hip out in the opposite direction to the shoulder. Straight lines like you do in yoga. Okay, good. Put them down. Change legs, change sides, and go for the triangle lift. Ready? Bend your knee and go. Lift, lift. That's it. A little bend in both legs there. Bang. Squeeze into this butt outer hip, which is medius muscle that supports the hip joint. There you go. And don't forget to hold in here all the time, pulling the tummy button inwards towards the spine. Breathing from the chest. There you go. Good. It's amazing how quickly your heart rate lifts with weights when you think you're not jumping around too much, but then your heart rate starts to fly up. It's just a different kind of lift, isn't it? Love it. One up, one down, and go. And lift. Straight lines. You can have a slight bend at your knees. For safety of those legs, I'm not locking my legs back. Push. And lift. So it might be quite hard for you to hold this weight up, especially if you've got a heavier weight like I have. But we can do it. It's only 50 seconds, come on. And then we'll finish this block. So just the same as Wednesday's HIIT, summer body HIIT, 4 minutes at a time. And then a quick break and we go to the next block. We've just got more blocks than Wednesday. Done. Well done. Can you feel that, yeah? Just going to adjust this camera, get a bit more depth here. There we go. Right. So, next exercise. Broad jump, row. Broad jump, row. So, imagine you've got the weights. Boom. But you haven't. So it's like a pre-warm-up, or obviously doing that exercise without the jump. Squeeze, squeeze. So it is just a row, a bent over row on the second one. Okay, team. Broad jump. 4, 3, 2, go. So we want the feet hip width apart, lean over and roll. Scoot back, we do it this way, boom. Squeeze, jump, squeeze, jump, squeeze. Yeah, jumping back obviously much harder than jumping forward. You can walk this, option is there. Anybody who needs that lower level, it's always there. Yeah. 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 That's it. Squeeze. Good. Grab your weights. Feel those hamstrings there. And let me turn sideways. Feet hip width. Bent over. Squeeze. Chest is up. Shoulders back. Chin, eyes looking down in front of you. Breathe out. Breathe out forcefully as you lift those weights. Not fast. It's not about going fast, it's about being strong. And technically accurate in the squeeze. It's not a full squat, of course. It's just called a bent over position. It's more like a half deadlift. Good stuff. Put your weights down. Back to the jump. Second round, 2 minutes to go. But do work hard. I'll give you a little bit longer break on the next one. Let's go. Jump, roll, push back, roll. Yeah. Squeeze. 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 So you're already feeling the shoulder blades, the back muscles supporting your spine. They're called the erector spinae, and they're very important, of course, because you don't have any, that spine's just jiggling around everywhere. And we want it supported in its movement and its function. So here, those muscles are in a constant isometric hold. Good, stop. And then we're hitting into shoulder blades too. Alrighty. Now we're getting trapezius muscles. Let's go. Cross top of the back into the neck. There we go. Squeezing out. So you might be like me, feeling those lower back muscles now, because you're constantly in this position, but we can do it, come on. I'm gonna go a little bit lower. Come on, to the end of this block. Squeeze, 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 pull that tummy in a little bit more. Take the back in a little bit more. Yeah, there we go. Finished. Block 2, done. Woo! Have a little bit of a stretch there. Let me just go and get a tiny bit of water. Which I forgot to get. It's my usual morning glass. A little bit longer recovery. All right. One on the floor, one standing on this one. So we've got the first one is going to be a tricep press up with a squat thrust. So you're going to be down here doing either knees or toes, tricep press up, and then after that, tuck your toes, knees in, knees out. So one tricep in and out. You can obviously walk that. I'll show you how as we get going. Then stand up, grab one weight, and you can either hold it this way or this way, doesn't matter which way. In Skandasana or lateral lunge in fitness, we go out as we go down. So this same narrow movement as the tricep press up with the elbows in. Now you're just working the inner thighs as well. Okay, so have that ready. Where have I put it? Where have I put it? Can anyone see it? Can anyone shout? Is it hiding behind me? Has it fallen down a crack? I have actually physically lost the machine. It must have fallen down somewhere. Okay, here it is. Found it. I was taking it outside the room, obviously. Right, tricep press up. A little bit too much foreground, isn't there? You need to see me at the back there. There we go. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Tricep press up. And squat thrust back. So elbows in tight. Do remember that. Keep going, guys. I'm just going to adjust this because it's not right for some reason. Something's different today. Keep going. Elbows in tight to your body. Yeah. quite hard to keep those elbows in, but once you get used to it, then the chest goes forward, the chin goes forward, on your knees, advanced level on your toes. Yeah. Okay, good. Up for your skandasana with your chest press. I'm going to hold mine like this. You can do whatever you wish. Turn your toes out. Lean down, push out, come back. Lean down and go as deep as you feel you can without the knee going over the ankle. So I'm staying with my knee safely set over my ankle. Yeah. Okay, again, mimicking the tricep press up with the elbows in, but chest press. Feeling the triceps now. Backs of the arms, kicking it up. Inner thighs, kicking it up. Down. Yeah. One of my favorite moves, this skandasana, but absolute killer. I'm going to finish that one. Off you go, down you go. Tricep press, squat thrust. So you want your hands less than shoulder width apart. Go. Chin forward, chest forward. In, out. Yeah. Boom. Yeah. Back. Oh, it's hard on this full advanced level. Anyone with me? Anyone there? Yeah. Yeah. So close. Ah, there we go. Last one. Got 3. Nice and wide, toes out. Here we go. Push. Center. Push. Oh, how's those arms feeling now? Are you like this? Just can't get it out in front. Maybe your weight's a little bit softer than mine. Yeah, this is a good one. Shoulder stabilizers, the anterior delt inside of your shoulders. Can you feel those? Yeah? See, again, so surprising how much the heart rate lifts, isn't it? It's not a burpee yet, but still massive heart rate increase. Yeah, good. There are plenty of people in the world who just do weights and who look and feel phenomenal. No need for the endurance stuff if you don't like it. If you do like it, then good. If you don't, no need. All right, let's have a little breather, because the whole point of us working in HIIT is that we do go from a lower heart rate to a higher heart rate. So we need to bring it down a bit. But the next block, flutter jumps and kettlebell swing. Obviously we haven't got a kettlebell, but we're pretending we have. So flutter jumps, we did these a while ago. What happens, feet together, bend the knees, kick. Opposite, so we're changing legs each time. So you've got that forward kick, backwards kick. Yeah? And obviously if you want to go into a full split, feel free. But I won't be. Just today. Just today. So flutter click, kick, click, flutter click, flutter kick, flutter kick. And then second, yeah, kettlebell swing. So best way to hold it is this way. Yeah. And you want your feet a little bit higher, a little bit wider than your hips. Down, push. push. We've done these without the weights, we've done these with the weights. It is not a squat, and I will go through that when we do it. It is a push back with your bottom and a really big hips forward, glute squeeze, okay? So, quick drink and we will get going on our jumping flutter kicks. Option, if you're not jumping, would be squat, kick behind, yeah? So you can do that instead if you're not jumping. Oh, there's some sun now, I might turn the light on. Still see me? The sun's shining. Just rising up. It was dark this morning. It's all changing. Here it is anyway. Ready, steady, go. Flutter kick, flutter kick. Whoop, whoop. I like it. It's a nice move, isn't it? Or a scissor kick, whatever you want to call it. Make sure you bend your knees softly when you are landing. Yeah. And you are changing the leg each time. Oh. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. Come on. Yeah. Bring in the hamstrings, the butt muscles, the fronts of the thighs. Yep, we got it all. Stop. Kettlebell swing. Hold it in. Soften your knees. Go. Push. 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 Squeeze. Squeeze. Big butt squeeze. No higher than shoulder height. Yes. Come on. Push through. Push through. Squeeze. Squeeze. Every time. Make that butt work. Obviously, bending your knees as well. Got a little bend going on. Great. Flutter kicks. We're off again. Feet together. Soft knees. Go. Just breathe into it. Focus on your breath. Focus on your power from the floor. I'm always telling you that these jumping movements are your key to a longer life, because this is your fast twitch fibers. This is like the power that you need to maintain so you don't trickle down and you fight somatopause, which is decline after 30 years old. We're all on the way down. Come on. Not you, Sheba, you're 24, no. Stop. We gotta fight it, unfortunately. It'd be nice to sit back and relax a lot, but yeah. We want to keep our health, keep our immune system, which is everything, as we've really realized, or we should have really realized. That's it. Good food, at least 80 to 90% of the time. Movements that make you work on fast twitch fibers. And heart rate, lifting, circulation, lymphatic system. That's what it all is. And it doesn't take long. It doesn't take long. Not much out of your week. It's so important. Weights bringing in the whole strength muscle element, which burns more fat. You know that. You know that by now. Well done. Supports your joints, key. There are people in their 80s and 90s who are still lifting weights and who are still jogging, who are still doing yoga. It's not impossible. And it's not just genetics, it's epigenetics. It's how you live. They're saying now that obviously most disease is lifestyle disease. It's a very small amount of disease or syndromes that are specific to genetics. The rest is you. So it's your fault. We don't have to create this. Very nice thing happening in Australia today with Australia Freedom Day. Probably not on the normal media, but there was a global meditation last night here at 11:30. This morning, well, that was this morning in Australia, and they're off on their freedom marches. So yeah, some really all peaceful, all about global meditation for healing, and just lovely. And that's the way to do things, peacefully with love. All right, so little breather. Yeah, okay. So we're going to go into a very low step touch. So it's literally going to be here. Staying really low and continuing to overload this area that we just did on the flutter kicks. And then we're going to be down for a wide press up, well, a normal chest press up, and a fly. So let's do that. You can see me. You've got a chest press up on your knees, pick it out to the side, put it back down. When you do that, don't twist your body. Just try and keep as much of your body facing forward, soften and bend your elbow. We have done these before, but we haven't done them for a long time. I don't know why my camera's not good today, but something's changed. Something's different, but I can't really, maybe I'm too far forward. Let's see me back here. There we go. Okay. There we go. All right. So let's go with the step touch. And I'm going to keep those there. So this is only sort of just a little bit wider than your hip width. Down into your low squat. Yeah, ready, steady, go. Boom, boom. The sunshine on my face this morning. I would love to be right there. It's gorgeous. The estuaries up. You can see the boats just come along when it's high tide. And the little sailing boats just whiz past because it just goes out to the sea, but they're beautiful. Keep on going. Keep on moving. Go lower. Chest is up, so you're looking right at the camera or wherever you're looking, but you're keeping on going. Use your arms. Sit back into pushing the bottom back and zipping your abs in. Stop. Good stuff. Now, down on the floor. Press up, fly. Yeah, you can see me now. There we go. Press up, fly. One elbows out. We already did a tricep press up. We're now in a chest press up. So elbows out to the side and also back. So they're not out to the side at a right angle, they're out and back. Chest should come down in the middle of the weights. And you should really feel your abdominals being used when you pick up for this fly. It's a big stabilization in the core there. Breathe out. Well done. On that exertion, big breath out, especially if you've got heavy weights. You really need that breath connection as well. Are you ready? Go. 2. Low as you can. Really push it a little bit lower now. Yeah, come on. Right down here. Right down. Lower, lower, lower. Squeeze the abs in. faster. Pick it up. Fire it up. Here we go. Yeah. Come on, keep going. Keep going. Legs are burning. Legs are burning. Good. Release the legs. I'm going to go onto my toes now. Stay on your knees if that's where you're happy. Go. Chest press up. Fly. My feet might be a little bit wider than hip width at the back to stabilize. That's fine, especially if you're on this harder level. And the hips, they do obviously turn out a little bit, but I'm really trying to keep both hip bones facing the floor there. Don't forget your breathing. Nearly at the end of this one. There you go. Woo! Great one. We're doing lots of core stabilizers today. And then when we push at the end around this middle, you're going to feel it. Always method to my madness. I'm going to give you a tiny bit longer break because you got 4 minutes of burpees next. You got a normal burpee, and then you got a burpee with the weights. So, breathe in. Breathe, breathe. Block 6, guys. Block 6 of 7. Yeah, okay, so normal burpee, just a normal down to the floor, back up burpee. I'm just going to drop this curtain a little bit. And then with the weights, most of you have done this before in my class, we call it a burpee curl and press. So basically, you have your weights, yak where your hands are, jump back, back in, curl, hammer curl. So that means you keep your palms facing in. Press up with your palms facing in. So your palms just face in, and then you go down for the burpee again. Okay, so normal burpee first, then with the weights, you got 4 sets. 24 minutes, just think like that. Just breathe. We're there. 4 minutes. Heart rate really high, long break coming up. Ready, steady, go. 50 seconds. So all the way down to the floor without control, so it's not a tricep press up, it's just a drop. And legs come in. Nearly there. Did I press it? I always do that, don't I? Did I press it? Yes, I did. Ready? So, same thing. Curl, press, we're there. Again, not about speed, about control. Shoulders are tired now. They've done quite a bit of work already. Push. Good stuff. I can grunt and groan, you can be grunting and groaning. Burpee. Let's go this way. Here we go. No weights, just you and your burpee. I love burpees. I love burpees. But I get up again. You're never gonna keep me down. I love burpees, but I get up again. You're never gonna keep me down. Perfect, I just made that up. That works. Might release that song for the fitness cruise. There we go. Grab your weights. Who's dying now? This is it, 50 seconds. Ready, go. Nice and slow. Take your time. Elbows staying in. So it is like a drop tricep press up there. I'm not controlling it too much, but maybe a little bit more than I was on the normal burpee. Tuck that tail when you're lifting your weights above your head. Make sure you're not arching your back and leaning backwards. Squeeze and tuck. So close now to the end of block 6. Come on. Done. How's that? How'd that feel? See, this class is always one of the hardest, isn't it? Judy doesn't do the other ones, but not that the others are easy, but I definitely think with the weights, it's a challenge. Just what you need for your Saturday. Makes your Saturday so much better, definitely. Or you go back to bed, which is nice as well. All right, let me try and read my own writing. Get-ups I can see. I do not need to tell you lot how to do a get-up. So I will show some levels for the video. And then after the get-up, final shoulder blast today. This time, we're going to turn the weights out. We're going to be on our knees and push. So on the last one, we had it like this. We're now going to turn the weights forwards and keep it with an open shoulder press. So it's just going to be a shoulder press. Get-ups first. Getting up however you can get up. Simple as that. I'm going to start lying down. Let's have 20 more seconds. Let's. And then after this, we've got our muscular work, our strength work for our obliques with the weights as well. We're going to work the obliques. So let's do this 4 minutes, and then we're done with our first part, our hip part. Are you ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Lie down, stand up. Stand up however you wish. Cross-legged you can be. You can be knees in. Yeah. However, you can get up from the floor. Do that. If you can't do either, turn to the side, put your hand down, and stand up like that way so you can help yourself up as we were doing a Turkish get up in with the weights. So a get up is really a full body workout. You're not getting the arms, but that's it. Everything else, abdominals working, of course, and then being able to push from the floor upwards is again the key to a longer life. The spinal movement you need here, the flexibility, and then the strength in the quads. These are the key to a longer life. All right, on your knees, please. Palms face out. Let's go. Push, exhale, inhale. And again, if you feel like you're leaning back, you really must work on correcting that. Tuck your tail under a little bit more. Pull your abdominals in tighter. Let me just still got that sun. The sun keeps coming up and it keeps coming right in front of me, doesn't it? There we go. How's that feeling? I got away with a few there, didn't I? That's cheating, Natalie. Come on, exhale, inhale. Great stuff. Okay, back to your get up. Final set. 2 more minutes. Here we go. Yeah, so your big muscle, quadricep muscle, right here. Quite a bit of research on how keeping this strong throughout your life will enable your body to function better. So because of sitting down a lot, people's quadriceps are really weak. And that's super important. But you lot know, because you're always doing squats, etc., lunges, all this kind of good stuff, to keep them strong and enable you to move more freely. We did a great Pilates class this week on freedom of movement and all sorts of good stuff, play, and it was functional movement. It was great, and it is about your body being able to move. Let's go. It has to be flexible, it has to be strong. Nearly at the end of block 7. Come on. Focus on this. Little break and then some abs, some obliques. Little shoulders screaming. Come on, shoulders. So when you do it this way, get more medial deltoid. Before, we got a little bit more of the anterior, and now we're getting right through the center. We're basically shaping your shoulders, wrapping this muscle group around the shoulder joint. Brilliant. Protection right here. And aesthetics, because the nicer your shoulders look, the more you bring your waist in. Yeah, that's just totally aesthetics. But anyway, we can't ignore that either, can we? Nice to have nice shoulders as a lady. Okay, so we've got 6 exercises. Just have a breather. I'm just going to talk you through it. We're going to do some side planks with little dips, but we're going to hold the weight up. So a bit like we did at the beginning with your triangle, but now we're in a side plank position. We're going to do one side, then the other side, 50 seconds on, 10 seconds rest. Then we're going to do a standing rainbow crunch, one side, then the other side. So that looks like this. You get your weight over your head and weight. So it's a standing oblique crunch. Yeah, so you'll need your weight for everything. And then we've got a boat pose twist with one weight, and then we've got a full sit-up. Actually, you only need one weight for the whole set, just one weight. And we'll use that weight on one arm or both. Okay, so I might get my mat actually. Let me get my mat for my elbow. Don't want carpet burns from fitness. Not exciting enough. So we're gonna go. I think to be honest, being on your hands for 50 seconds with a weight above will be too challenging. So I do suggest you go onto your elbow, but I might try the hand one for a little bit. Let's see how it goes. But let's start on the elbow, and what we're gonna do is split the feet and have the top leg in front. And you can either then choose to tuck the bottom leg behind you or to have it extended. But we're going to bring the top leg over in front. We're going to have this weight up here and little mini dips. Are you ready? So we've got 6 minutes, 6 exercises, 6 minutes. Ready? Is someone talking to me? No? I heard a voice. There's a ghost. steady, go. Dip, lift. Let me try it up here, because I may be doing you an injustice. Maybe you could do this. Obviously the force down, when you've got a weight up here, and the weight of the biomechanics, the weight is going straight down, is much, much harder. So if you're up there, good. But if you're down here, probably more sensible. You can get a lot more mini dips in here. For the waistline, it's hurting enough right down here, isn't it? Yeah. Nearly there. Okay, quick switch. Other side. Here we go. It's just a small dip. Check that your shoulder is above your elbow and you haven't got that elbow splayed out at all. And again, if your shoulders have just given up on you, you could always just put it down and come back and reset all the time. These shoulders have had enough by now. We're standing up for the next one. We've got that rainbow crunch, but you've got time. Not finished this one yet. Feel a difference when you put it directly above that shoulder. Ah. Close now. Close. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stand up. So our muscle group focus, you can soften your elbows here, is the obliques. So bring the knee, not in front of you, bring the knee around the side, yeah? So the knee comes up with the foot turned out to the side. And again, if your shoulders are just given in, just do the same without, because it's the oblique I want you to focus on. So really get that squeeze there. Breathe out as you crunch. Okay, little rest, little rest. little rest. Try having these big boys. Big bad boys, go. I know what I just did. Keep going. I know what I did. But we're fine. Fine on this one. And then I need to restart that little machine. I forgot to change it, didn't I? But we've got 4, so finish this one. And then we've got 2 more exercises. And it's a boat pose with a twist next. Just get yourselves into boat pose and I'll show you what happens. Go on. You can really engage these obliques here. Right close. Yes. Okay. So you've got time because they're going to quick reset. Quick reset. Find your boat pose. Okay. Ready. Steady. Go. So we're just going to twist. Drop the weight side to side to keep it chest level and actually touch the floor on each side. If you can't do it with your feet off, feet down with your twist or 1 foot off. Yeah, that's it. Okay, go. Breathe, squeeze. Now go. And smile, because you're so close to the end. And it's been a strong one. The others missed it, didn't they? They'll be messaging me, we want the video. We couldn't get out of bed. Come on. And what was next? Last one. Full sit up. So let's bend the legs, take the legs out a little bit longer. Take your arms over your head, then come up, and if you wish, a little shoulder press. If not, oh no, sorry, it's a twist. It's a twist because we're doing obliques. Of course it is. Up and twist, continue in the twist. Overhead, twist. It's the tiniest right in that little bit I've got left at the bottom of my board, where it does say full sit-up and twist. Yes. Come on, so close. Nearly stretch time. Oh, we did it. We did it. Oh, how do you feel? Let's just sit up here. Let's have a rounded back to stretch up your back. Forward fold right there. Oh, sun's still coming on my face. Clearly I'm an angel today. Clearly I am. Nice little rounded forward fold. And then let's have a twist as in a release twist. So one leg over, turn towards your leg and turn away to the back. Breathe in. Deep breath out gives you a little bit more twist. How do you feel? You lot have already been awake hours. She was like, I just got up 10 minutes before class. Switch. On a Saturday, I set my alarm for 5:40 so that I'm awake enough for you lot, because I couldn't just rock up and do this. I've got to sort of prepare in my head. But to be honest, I love getting up early and like the bright blue skies now. It looks like we're going to be on the beach soon. Maybe not warm enough for a bikini, but in my jumper, I'll be on the beach. Come face. Knees out, chest up, shoulders back. And then cross legs. Take a stretch over to the side. Oh, that's nice for the lats and the obliques. You did a lot of shoulders, a lot of lat work and waistline work today. Switch. And then take your hands behind, chest stretch. And then front of the upper back. Do continue to let me know if you haven't already about your preferences for workouts for the new schedule. I've had quite a bit of feedback already, so that's good. But the more, the merrier. And once I do reschedule, any help with promotion I will be extremely grateful, because we need it to rock and roll and get some gangs and some teams going and a regular little social network as well, because that's what's so important. A little chat before class and then I get going. It's always good. And it's good with Zoom, because if you are stuck with time, you can always leave early, or you can do even half the class, 3/4 of the class. That's what's good. Quick triceps. Oh, and a nice stretch up, do another nice lean. And the other arm. And a little bit of a butt as well. Reach as far forward as you can, wiggle your fingers. And then done. Thank you, team. Thank you, thank you.
Thank you, Nat.
Thank you thanks, Sheebs. Oh, look at that sunshine. Right now.